everyone, welcome PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of Cyber Slayer. So, I forgot I wanted to make different thing for the series, because it's a side series from the channel, and I wanted to make the shorter episodes, not 1 hour episodes, so consider the first episode being the special one. And yeah, so we'll just go to the episode, but before that, I want to actually watch the opening. Because, come on, it's like in the game, it's starting when you start the game, so I think we can just watch it, get hyped up for the future event. I don't think it will like spoiler endgame or anything, so yeah. I guess I will just cut out and we'll see like... Oh, never mind, I don't have to cut out. Let's just see. Something about remembering. It's definitely copyrighted. It's the same singer that is from Shane's Gate. Okay, one of the bosses, I guess. All of them are bosses, probably. Why she looks like Subaru? Who knows the nose? Okay, 3D mecha. Okay, this is pretty much hyping me up, yep. Oh, this is this guy. We have actual, like, animations for that? Okay, during these scenes, I thought in the last episode that he looks like the guy from the Darker Than Black, but now I think he looks more like Kageaki, kinda. Not necessarily like fully, but with the sword and everything, holy shit, that was good. Okay, let's just go to the episode then, because that showed that this is going to be actually pretty freaking insane. Let's just go, because we just talked about how soul transfer is illegal, and let's do it. You probably won't see me like having like a little outros every episode, because I'm going to probably just like record just like I did with Planetarian, do shorter episodes but more often without schedule, because for the side projects I don't really have schedule, I just put them on when I have time. Soul linking is illegal, not just because of moral concerns, but because of the suffering that it inflicts on the source and the tremendous damage it does to the brain. Repeated transfers will inevitably turn the subject into a vegetable. Okay, makes sense. 100% extraction. The person who was sacrificed for the doll died after having every nerve impulse ripped from her brain. Oh, and it's not like... it's like 1 per 1, or like just few each time, huh? Well, shit. Couldn't you take like pain reception first? It should go without saying that the process must have been like a living hell. Also, now when I think about this, if this is like soul extraction is from like the brain, right? Like from the nerves. Doesn't that mean that every doll that we'll encounter will have different personality? Because like this one have like emotions, maybe another one have like receptions of pain. Another one may have like some other receptions, I don't know like what's like inside the brain in general, but you know what I mean. Appearing neither satisfied nor pleased by the... Appearing neither satisfied nor pleased by this information. The man kneels next to the collapsed door and gazes silently into her face. Despite the import of the conversation, the man still has not shown a single emotion. Zhang begins to feel an indescribable unease taking hold of him. He knows that he is an undeniable master of this apartment and of this giant whore, yet there is something hidden in the man's mysterious silence that threatens his sense of security. There's something wrong with the customer after all. It's as though he knew everything about Zhang and the doll's secret beforehand. Did you figure out who he is, maybe? Who is he? Zhang suddenly drops his proud smirk and puts an alarming, friendly grin. Very good question. How do you know 5 bosses?
俺はまあ知ってるかもしれんが、わけあって人の顔の見分けがつかねえたちでよ。
Also, you know when I in the opening, you know when I first thought about Kageyaki when I saw like this guy, the main protagonist. When in the opening there was like a scene when it looked like there was lightning. That's all I'm going to say. In fact, a hack dog accidentally scared Zhang's brain with a scalpel while adding some neural upgrades. Oh, what a shame. But you needed these eyes, eh? Thanks to damage to his occipital lobe, it became impossible for him to recall the features of someone's face. With illegal cyber surgery rampant, such accidents are hardly rare these days. However, such sensory disorders are rarely a serious problem as they were in the past, thanks again to the miracle of cybernetics. Because Zhang's auditory system is also augmented, he can tell who he's talking by matching their voice print to an internal database. Oh, okay. So basically, what you mean is that he met him before he got the cybernetics, because he cannot remember him and he cannot match his voice. Because he didn't remember this man's voice, Zhang thought that he was a stranger. There is, however, a slight possibility that it's not the case. When your memory is managed by machines, some things just can't be happened.
何分古い知り合いだとキャッシュを消しちまってることもあるかもしれねえ。もしそうなら
Or that.
悪くしねえで欲しいんだな。
Okay, or that, just like very long time. So we have like limited storage, okay.
構わんさ。
The man's voice is even softer than before. There's even a hint of kindness in it.
そうかい。
Okay. It's not Zhang's imagination. There's definitely something different about the man now. As he runs his fingers over the doll's cheek, with the care of someone handling a delicate flower, his expressionless face gradually softens into a smile. Rather than relief, Zhang's anxiety, however, the sudden change only makes him more uneasy.
俺にはわかるよ。姿形や声なんて問題じゃない。
Okay. You're going to tell us that only soul matters? Or something like that?
本当に大切な相手はほんのわずかな気配。
Oh, that. Okay. Makes sense. I wonder who she was for him. Like, actually, because there's like a lot of possibilities. And we don't know any of them. It's like he's speaking to someone who's not there, perhaps a ghost. Zhang suddenly realized that the man hasn't spread him a single glance since they started.
お前も忘れたか
Aww.
俺のこと。
Yeah. Probably. Maybe this part forgot about him. Maybe there's other parts that remembers.
ん
I wonder if he can if you can actually manage to bring it back together. I mean, if you think about this, I don't know if we want to do this actually, because making from 20% 100%, it will make 5 soul transfers from 5 different dolls, right? And it causes pain, so technically the one he wants to bring back will feel like pain 5 times. I don't think he wants to go through this, and she definitely didn't. Also, the CG is pretty good actually, I like it. I changed my opinion on the CGs on this game. They're actually pretty good, yeah. Still ignoring Zhang utterly, the man peers into the doll's eyes. It's unmistakable now. The man is sticking to the doll.
俺は覚えてる。忘れやしない。こんな風に髪を解いてやった。いつも。お前の髪、細くて。
Aww. Yes, she may be... It doesn't feel like she's his lover. It feels more like his sister. How I combed your hair. Hmm.
何を言ってるんだこいつは。
この中に。
He captured Tiny Joe as though comforting a loved one. Okay, maybe it is actually his lover from the past. Okay.
今のお前はたった2割しか残ってないんだもんな。
Suddenly every light in the room goes dark.
なくても無理ないよな。
A blackout. That's a girl's doing, right? The other gynoid. If so, then the backup power should kick in immediately, but the lights still show no sign of returning to life. With an ominous thought, Zhang calls the room security system up on his neural interface. No answer. Every electronic device in the room is dead. Well, that's when our main protagonists have the advantage. What was his name? Tao Lu? This can be a bug or computer failure. The only explanation is that the system has physically shut down.
何
With power to the auto-lock cut, the front door is a little more than a sliding sheet of metal. It now rolls open, revealing a tiny figure. Okay, there she is. Bringing up the sword. Although the girl looks innocent and harmless, the Wodao, cradled reverently in her hands, is definitely not welcomed here. But when the intruder crosses the threshold with unsteady steps, only silence greets her as the alarms and microwave cannons all fail to perform their duty. This soundtrack is actually making this scene pretty intense, I have to say. I expected something else as the soundtrack for this part, but I guess I was wrong. It fits pretty well. Zhang is on the verge of panic. His enormously expensive security system isn't working. That is impossible. I mean, it's still just a piece of electronics, so yeah. One or two machines might malfunction, but for everything to shut down at the same time? She must have some serious skills.
一体
Is it him? Is it this man's fault? But if so, how? How did he do it without even lifting a finger? Well, the girl did it. Wonder what if you have some special powers for that.
俺の声の履歴を残さなかったのは
Oh, you deleted. So he knew him from after cybernetics, actually.
二度とこの声を聞くことがないと思ってたからか、ジャンジャボ。
Okay, so he thought he's dead. There's only one possibility. Electromagnetic pulse. The EMP grenade by high energy phenomena such as lightning cause electromagnetic induction in anything with electronic circuit, destroying it in a matter of milliseconds. Okay. But the Gynoid is not affected by this. But she's also like created artificially, right? I wonder how it works. Maybe because we didn't show like insides of Gynoids yet, right? Like none of them died or anything, so I'm not sure if there's like a bunch of like cybernetics inside or they have like synthetic flesh basically without like, you know, any electronics, you know, that kind of concept. Maybe they have like fake blood or something, but maybe there's like no electronics at all. Just like replicated from like living tissues or like synthetic tissues, something like that. They mentioned something about carbon and synthetic tissues, but I thought it's about like the outer layer, basically, the skin and hair. Maybe it's like whole thing. Cyberware designed for use with living organism has a degree of EMP shielding built in, which is why Zinc and his Gynoid are unaffected. Okay. However, even that is powerless against the focused MP unleashed at point-blank range. Okay. Zhang knows a martial art capable of such thing. Okay, learning new stuff. Secret technique of internal kung fu that uses a specialized chi channeling methods to generate an electromagnetic pulse in the palm of the hand that can be unleashed on contact. Oh. Opening. The lightning. I'm going to love this main character. Not sure yet if by personality, but I'm going to love him from the fighting standpoint. If he's actually hand-to-hand martial art combat, maybe he can use sword, but he can also use his bare hands. In this age where technology, in this age where technology is changing the face of combat, heirs of the ancient martial traditions have developed this new skill. The anti-cyborg Qigong technique, electromagnetic discharge, a merciless art of war created for the sole purpose of defeating cyborgs with one's bare hands. A name flashes through Zhang's head, the name of the man who had endured unimaginably harsh training, become the one and the only warrior to ever master this kung fu. Kong Tualuo, the lightning palm. Okay, I'm going to love this guy. A name that Zhang should never have had to remember again. Yeah. Zhang cries, his voice on the edge of hysteria. So he is actually dead on the record. He's like a shadow. He's working from the background. Man's voice is too cold to be human. If one were to listen to the wind of blows from the icy pits of hell, it would surely sound something like this.
同じ釜の飯を食らった貴様らに、義兄弟の杯を交わした貴様らに、
Wow.
今日より俺は牙を剥く。
So they were like friends, kinda. And he got backstabbed. Because, well, seems like Zhang and his co-workers, I would say, had some fun with the one he loved. What a messed up backstory, holy shit. Ignoring the petrified Zhang, the girl silently holds out the sword.
コンタオローはマカオで死んだ。今ここで剣を取るのはただ一匹の鬼。復讐の鬼よ。
I cannot stop thinking of Muramasa. Oh god. One murderous sound of cold steel killing sheath and man drew his sword. He's still on, like, mainly using sword. It's not like he's purely using hand to hand. I guess this like lightning palm is not lethal. It's just like to disable stuff, I guess. Maybe it has like some kind of power, but it's like mostly to defeat like cybernetics, and then you have to finish off with like a sword, I guess. And that man is standing before him. That Zhang is able to attack despite his fear is an astonishment to the prowess that has earned him fame in the martial art world. Okay, there we go. He's actually attacking, even if cybernetics is shut down. But he can still move, so mechanical parts are fine.